there's a reason why more women nowadays are identify single than ever before. Like you guys saw last week or 2 weeks ago, I was talking about this on the PBD podcast when I was reacting to them, and we were predicted to have like 45% of women single by this time. Bro, we're already at 50%. So in other words, we're outpacing what the researchers predicted would happen when it comes to females being single. I'm going to say that again for you guys. We are outpacing what researchers have predicted when it comes to women being single in America. We're supposed to be somewhere in the 40 to 45% range. We're already in the 50s. So in other words, this dating issue, this mating issue that we have, it's accelerating faster than we thought.
Ooh, what's happening? What's wrong? What's wrong out there? What's your thoughts on what's wrong out there? Because there's something wrong. So if the dating statistics is in shambles and in the trash, what's going to happen with marriage, nah? What's going to happen with marriage?
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ron back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. And I tell you, man, I really don't want to be the one that comes off like I talk things into fruition, bro. Ever since the researchers came out with that study, I've been saying on this channel for the longest, and I can't confirm if anybody on this space has, but I know for a fact, anybody who's been watching me long enough, I've been telling y'all that was going to get sped up. When they said by 2030, I said, how much you want to bet we'll get past that number before 2030? And I did, and I looked it up myself. And I'm gonna do it again. Hold on. What percentage of women in America identify as single? In the United States, a significant 52% of women are unmarried or separated. This represents a record-breaking number, and the share of never married women has increased by 20% over the past decade, meaning 2015 to now. This higher percentage of single women compared to men in America is also reflected in other statistics, such as the numbers of single women in the age of 18 to 40 age group, which has risen to 51% in 2023. Good God. 18 to 40, that's very important. Very important, because that's typically where you're going to find a lot of single women in those age groups. It's ugly out here. And I'm going to show you a few reasons why. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
They treated that bouquet like a grenade. A grenade. The girlies are learning. Void.
You gotta be some special kind of stupid to think that that video was a flex, and to have the nerve to say that they're learning. Really? The way those women dodged that bouquet, you would have thought women were the ones getting on one knee and asking men to marry them. You would have thought the women were the ones that were going to the jeweler and picking out a ring for the husband to wear. Huh? Do y'all really think men are gonna see a video like this and get the shaking in boots like, oh my God, these women don't want to get married? Man, men are not tripping on that because y'all women still having sex. And the stats show that. So what the fuck difference does it make? Everything a man can get from y'all in a marriage, he can get from y'all without getting married. Stop it. That was not a flex.
This is why you see on these streets, in dating and relationship podcasts, that men are saying, oh yeah, I don't want nothing to do with any of this because I can do the things that I'm supposed to do. I can uphold my side of the vows. And the person that I go to sleep with can wake up and one day go, I want to blow all of this up and be done and return to the streets. You have the
Someone
floor.
who's at least 6'8" and he has to be driving a hypercar, maybe a Bugatti or a Pagani, and I want him to be making at least 12 figures a month. And he can't have kids already because I already have 3 kids. And he has to have a business under his name if he wants to be with me. He has to be very religious, and I want him to have an 8-pack. And has to be 250 pounds, all muscle, no fat, of course. And he has to be tan with big brown eyes.
Okay, but what do you have to offer?
Excuse me? What do I have to offer? Are you serious right now?
Like, what do you bring to the table?
I bring meat. What else should I bring?
Like, can you cook at least?
No, I don't do cooking. What the hell?
Can you clean?
Do I look like a maid? No, I don't do cleaning either.
Do you have a job?
Pretty girls don't work. I know I was wasting my time talking to you. I need a real man who's gonna take care of me.
What do you mean, real man? There's nothing about you that's real. Your whole body's fake.
I literally have the best surgeon in Miami, and he worked on me.
But who the hell do you think you are? You're literally, you have kids. You literally have kids, and
I knew I'm wasting my time.
A lot of the women expect certain things from us. Opening the car door, if somebody says something to you, you want us to protect you. Women wants to feel safe when they're with their man. That's a big thing, right? They want to feel safe. A woman wants to feel safe with her man. So women expect these things from the man, and all we ask is for a sandwich. And you heard it in the beginning. Well, sometimes. Why sometimes? He's like, well, what do you, if I do this, you expect this. If I do this, expect this. If I'm out there cutting the grass, would be nice if you give me a lemonade if I'm out there in the hot sun cutting the grass so our lawn could look nice.
While I'm sitting in the AC.
Yeah. I mean, this is just small. Like, what's harder? Mowing the lawn, possibly fighting some guy who's saying something bad to you, or making a sandwich and bringing out a cup of lemonade.
Wait a minute.
That nigga got a point.
He 100% does, and if you really pay attention to what women want in comparison to what men want, a lot of the things that men want from women don't cost them a fucking dime. Meanwhile, women can't talk about what they want from a man without him involving him buying or paying for something. Just saying. I mean, it seems like women tend to value tangible things more, and men tend to value intangible things more. Just an observation. Let's keep it moving.
The dating has become so confusing today because we do live in a feminist society where women are given all kinds of equality and giving liberation or given agency to really do plenty of things, but there's still this innate desire to be treated with chivalry, or to be treated as if you are a dainty, delicate, flower that actually needs protection, that needs provision. And the thing is, how can you, if either you're equal, right? Either you're equal or you're somebody that I need to protect. But you can't have it both ways. You can't want, okay, I'm doing my thing over here. I'm boss babe. I'm all these things. I can have my own money. I'm independent. But then now it comes to dating, you want the man to open the door. You want him to completely pay everything. You want him to send you flowers, these very old traditional roles that existed under chivalry. Mm-hmm. So it gets, and I've heard men say this, even something as simple as men approaching women. This is a trend that I see all the time now, where women are coming online and be like, why aren't men approaching me? I'm super confused. And I've seen countless men be like, well, y'all told us that you didn't want us to approach us. Y'all said that can be considered patriarchal. It's harassment. If a man approaches a woman and the woman doesn't find the man attractive, it's harassment. It's only chivalry if the woman finds that man attractive. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Can someone explain to me why a lot of women out there will look at their husbands and say, I'm not your mom, while also expecting the husband to do everything that their own father did for them? You're actually going to say that to him, but then also expect him to support you and protect you physically and emotionally and financially? It doesn't just end there, right? Because you want him to support your dreams, no matter what they are. You want him to defend your honor, whether it's publicly or privately. And then whenever you guys travel, you want him to take care of the logistics, right? So that you can relax and clear your head and really enjoy it. But it doesn't even stop there, because you want things like him to encourage your self-confidence. You want him to hear you out, and you want him to listen when you have something to share. You want him to be somebody that you can count on no matter what, no matter when, doesn't matter. You want to be able to count on him, you know, like a good father. But when he does something that won't really matter tomorrow, you're going to tell him, I'm not your mother. I just think it's crazy that that's said so often, because there are many, many times in a man's life where he could look at his wife and say, I'm not your father. But you know what? He doesn't do that because he's doing his job.
Now, I wonder why he's singing a whole new tune. For y'all that might not know, I actually covered him on the live show channel when it was the backup channel, and this channel was demonetized. Because he made a video that went viral about if your woman is working as a man, you failed. But it's quite funny to only a few months later that I'm coming across a video you talking like this. And the funny thing about it, those very same women that you talked about that said, "Oh, if they're not working, you failed." Those are typically the women that you were just talking about. Funny how that works. Let's keep it moving.
Have you ever noticed how modern masculinity is kind of freaking women out when it comes to marriage? Let's talk about that for a second. So here's the deal. The traditional image of a man, strong, stoic, and always in control, has been flipped on its head. Now we've got this new wave of masculinity that's all about being sensitive and emotionally available. And while that's great, it can sometimes feel like a lot of pressure for guys. Women are looking for partners who are confident but also vulnerable. But here's the kicker. When men lean too hard into that new age vibe, it can come off as insecurity or even desperation. And let's be real, nobody wants to marry someone who seems unsure of themselves. Then there's the whole toxic masculinity conversation. It's like a double-edged sword. Guys are trying to shed those old school traits, but some women are left wondering if they can trust a guy who seems too soft or too in touch with his feelings. Like, where's the balance? And let's not forget about the expectations. With social media showcasing these perfect relationships, women might feel like they're settling if their partner isn't living up to some unrealistic standard that can make them hesitant to commit when they think they can do better, or worse, when they feel like they have to fix their partner. At the end of the day, it's all about finding that sweet spot between being strong and being sensitive. If we can figure that out, maybe we'll see more happy couples walking down the aisle instead of running away from it. What do you think, Break? Let me know in the comments.
Wake up in the morning and then you get a text. Good morning, handsome. I'd love to get breakfast with you. All breakfast on me at this spot right down the street from you. Then you get another message. Pause. Hey there, stud. I'm going to the gym at 12 p.m. I'd love to go with you. Maybe you could teach me a thing or two.
I'll teach you a couple things.
Then you get another one. Hey, having a penthouse party tonight, 9 p.m. It's going to be great. You can network with some other higher status guys that we're inviting. It's going to be great. And I'll have some of my girlfriends there as well. All bad. Hey, what's up, handsome? Just sending you $500 because you're so good looking.
Oh my God.
Thanks for being the one, baby. Let's say that happens to you for one day. You probably think you're the Then it happens for 2 days. You're going to think, damn, Lord, I'm almost unconscious. Now it happens for 7 days. Then you think you're invincible. You guys see where the I'm going here? You literally would think you are God's gift to women if you got this type of attention and you got this type of love every single day for nothing more for the fact that you exist in the other. You would become a piece of person, wouldn't you? You would just sit there and be a low IQ moron, not read, not better yourself, not go to the gym. My friends, that is a life of a modern day girl that's super attractive.
Yeah, the reason why she had that reaction and she's speechless and she's looking in the camera like that is because he described her. That's why. I'm speechless. Yeah, because you're probably that girl more than likely. Yeah, we can see right through that.
Question for the men's. What does it mean when a woman doesn't really engage with you and you're really pursuing her, but then when she does engage and is like flirty and confident with you, you lose interest or don't engage with her?
What does it mean? All right, you aren't going to like it, but here goes. It means that we've realized the only reason you're interested now is because no one better, at least in your mind, is around. It means that we know we're just one of any number of guys on your roster. It means that we know you wanted Chad or Tyrone, but finally figured out he didn't want you. It means that your sudden interest isn't flattering, it's suspicious. It means that we figured out you don't actually like us, you just hate being ignored or alone. It means that we've stopped auditioning for a role that you never intended to cast, at least not with us. It means that we know we're not and never will be Mr. Right, just Mr. Right now. It means that we know our worth and aren't going to be option number 4 or 14. It means that we figured out you aren't serious about a relationship, but simply playing games because you think it's fun to take advantage of guys. It means that we know you're not here because you value us, but because your other options have dried up. It means that we've realized that the only thing worse than not having you is having you. It means that we know the difference between being wanted and being convenient. It means that we've outgrown women who treat us as their backup plan. It means that we have too much self-respect to put up with your BS anymore. And finally, it means that we're not desperate, we're disgusted. Disgusted by you. Now, I know all you ladies are going to scream, "That's not me. I don't do things like that." Yeah, sure you don't. Sorry, darlings, but while you might be fooling yourselves with that line, you sure as hell aren't fooling us. Believe whatever you need to in order to cope. But just know, you aren't the one who got away. You're the one we've left behind.
Give y'all some relationship advice. Y'all hear me? Everybody back there, y'all hear me? Listen, man. A guy saves way more money being single. You agree? Yes. Versus women save way more money by being in a relationship. Relationships are beneficial to women, to me. That's just for me, you know what I'm saying? I think just being single, man, as a male, man, you save way more money.
You hear women say all day, "I want a provider, I want a provider. If he ain't providing, you ain't no real man." And the provider scam is basically when men are convinced that their worth is tied solely to how much they provide or whether they provide for a woman or not. Money, time, effort, or whatever. And usually when women say provider, now today, it's basically a glorified trick. And a trick is a man who pays for access to a woman. It's nothing more, nothing less. It's a personal trick that I can use as a utility. I'm not going to be the only person that has access to this utility trick. And he's just going to provide while I give the bare minimum or nothing. And today, most men have been brainwashed to believe that their worth is tied to whether they take care of a woman or not. They believe manhood has something to do with a woman or taking care of a woman. And I'm here to tell you it doesn't.
This is the men's side. This is what we need. Head. You know how much that costs? $0, huh? Are you following me? Let me break this down. Coaching. You know how much that costs? $0. Oh man, we're getting down this deep. Let me see. Hold on, wait. You see what that say? I'm sorry. You know how much it costs to get that? $0. Hold on, wait. Let me give you one more just to make sure. Baby, you was right. You know how much that costs? You ain't gonna believe how much it costs. $0. And I would spell accountability up here, but I don't want to look stupid. I'm gonna try to do it anyway. Accountability. You know how much that costs to take accountability? $0. Baby, what I'm trying to tell y'all is to keep us don't cost you nothing, and you can't even do that.
If I don't need him to take care of everything, what if I have my own too? Why should I take it?
And that's great. I'm not mad at you. Go for that. But guess what? In America and in North America in general, women are the ones who are dying alone more than ever. So we can say this stuff and say, I'm going to take care. Go ahead. No one's going to stop you from making your choices. But then also don't complain when you hit late 40s or whatever, you don't find somebody. And I'm like, listen, have you guys been settling on the shit that doesn't matter? And they say, no, I'll never settle. Yep. You know, there was a study that came out, bro. And the study said, I think it polled like 300 women, 300 men.
Mm-hmm.
And it asked the 300 women, if you asked the 300 men, it said, if you had 80% of what you wanted from a wife, would you take her? And the guys were like, fuck yeah, that's amazing. Ask the same question to ladies. 80% of what you wanted. They were like, I will never settle. 80% of what you want.
What if
And
I
I
don't?
wanted to play that clip last because, as you saw in the intro, you had Myron speaking about the, the researchers about the 50%. But in that last clip, I don't know if y'all recognize that, but that was when ABBA and Preach and Fresh and Fit were actually cool, and ABBA and Preach came on to the show. And they were literally saying the same things. So this beef that's been in back and forth that's been going on between ABBA and Preach and Fresh and Fit for the past, what seems like a couple years now, bruh, at this point, bruh, I really take that shit with a grain of salt. Because at the end of the day, ABBA and Preach was on the same wave, bro. They just went a different direction because they wanted to help build their audience, and bruh, they gained like another 1 million or 2 subscribers just off of the Fresh and Fit beef alone, man. So again, bro, don't feed into this shit too much. But let me know what you think about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that's with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel as well as the live show channel. Both links are in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.